Hello and welcome again to 5 Minutes with Sean, maybe 10. As always, Sean Welsh sitting in here. Today's topic, fun one for me really, because I see it all over the place, and it's after sale, right? It's not only in the automotive industry, but most people who are consumers of any other goods can speak to just how poor and bad people are at after sale. Let's start with our industry. We'll start there. If you are someone listening to this podcast who has been at their dealership for more than 3 years, and it sells on average 10 cars a month, it's 120 cars a year times 3 years, should bring us in at about 360 units on the ground. New or used, doesn't matter to me. If you are that person and you are still living and dying on your fresh and or internet ups, you are not doing yourself any services here at all. If you've been there 3 years, you should be working your database. You should know your database inside and out. Every time you wake up, every time you start your day, you should be looking at your database. Hopefully in those first 3 years, you lease some cars to some folks who are getting ready to come off lease. There are plenty of data mining tools. Some stores use them, some stores don't. Doesn't matter. As a salesperson and professional in today's world, you must own and understand your database. Here in the Midwest, I figured my database out real fast because the last thing I want to do is sit trying to shag ups in December, January, or February, man. Okay? You do not want to get outside waiting on the point with 12 other people if you don't have to. So work your list. After the sale, how many of you send birthday cards? Not just to the customer when it's their birthday, the car's birthday, the kid's birthday. How many of you do holiday cards? And okay, secondary question, if you do them, how many of you do personalized or do you just bulk it out? Because I know there's companies that can bulk it out for you. I get it. They can even send emails automated. I get it. Don't be automated. Don't do it. You don't have to do it. You don't have to be personal. That's how you make it happen. But after sale begins almost instantaneously when the original sale is made. I would start off almost right away. Car gets sold, great, sitting down doing paperwork, and I'd look up at the customer and I'd make a joke like, okay, we got you. Now, if you don't mind, write down 3 friends or family who might be interested in a vehicle. And they'll look at you and they'll laugh and you'll go, what, guys, it wasn't a good enough experience? You don't have anyone to recommend? And sometimes they'll just start writing names and numbers or email addresses. It's cool. Works that way. But it's the first time in. You say it once, right? You go through that, then you move to delivery. Now, for new cars and or used cars, you do your walk around, you do your presentation of sold goods. You say to your customer, great, wonderful, have an excellent day. What I used to do back in the day is I would tell you, thank you so much for your business and enjoy the $500 I left in your glove box. And I would turn to walk away. Now, how far do you think I got? Those of you who answered 0 feet would be correct because the customer stopped me instantaneously and said, Sean, what do you mean? I said, go in the glove box. And they'd find 5 business cards. At the time, I was really hip. I had $100 bills with my face on them as referral cards. It was kind of cool. I was young and excited about what I was doing. And so they would pass them out to friends and family, and they would bring them in. Now, those of you who live in a state like I currently do that does not allow bird dogging, which states, come on, what are we doing here exactly? How are we helping our salespeople want to stay in our state and do business? They can't even offer gift cards, coffee cards, nothing. That's ridiculous. Any state doesn't allow referrals in the automotive industry probably offers referrals, because I know it happened, from DirecTV, from your local chemical True Green type thing. Okay, all those companies can pay referral-based fees. Phone companies can pay referral-based fees within your state. Why is it that you have to single out the automotive people? This is how they make a living, 100% commission in most cases. The communication and the engagement with sold customers. And yes, you need to be able to offer them something. So the fact that here in the state of Wisconsin, we cannot, I find it to be a travesty and unfair to salespeople. I really do. So you've got to get creative. Figure it out. Okay? Next time they come in for service, go pick up their oil change. Use your credit card. Who's going to know? Who cares? Don't make it as obvious. Be smart about it. Go dig in. I need you to find another way. If your state doesn't allow it, and if you're a state who's listening or someone who can impact a state, please stop it. Let people offer bird dogs and or referral fees to people who like them. That should not be a problem. There should be nothing wrong with it. Because when I sold cars, it's how I made a living. When I started handing out those $100 cards, there would be Saturdays where my entire show floor, 10 people, 12 people at a time, would be in with those cards after 6, 8, 10, 12 months. Whole sales floor working for me. Everyone hated my guts. Half deal guy. Yeah, that's how it works. Because I work my database. Because my father, very, very, very early on in life, told me to work smarter, not harder. And to me, the customer I already got that loves me, I'm going to work them. I've said this a bunch on the podcast. If I had a CRM, if I had the kind of digital marketing, if I had the Facebook and social availability to me when I was selling cars, hell, I might still be selling them. Because you have to engage with people on a personal level. And yeah, I send out birthday cards for the car. I take a picture of the customer. Now you guys should be taking a picture, sharing it on social media, getting them to share it, and then watching those shares come back to you. Putting a comment out on the share. Hey guys, this was awesome. Thank you so much. And remember, you can contact me directly to get the same great deal that old Joe here got. Here's my email. Here's my phone. Give me a call. How many of you are doing it? Not enough. I can tell you that right now because I see far too many veterans, 3+ years, sometimes 5+ years, at a store busting ass for fresh ups. And that's, man, it's a waste of your time, and the dealership isn't going to move incremental units if you can't pull back people that you've already sold and get referrals from them. It becomes very difficult month in, month out. You'll sell the same, but if you want to move the needle, get incremental, get into your database. Work it hard. Have a plan when you do it. Stand out from the crowd. I did it with $100 gift cards with my face on it, whatever it is. Find a way to do it because all you're doing is staying in front of them. And that's going to help long term, guys. It really is. It really is. So when you work, you'll be winning your list. That's what I want you guys to think about because I've had terrible after sale experiences recently with large purchases, TV, multi-$1,000 landscaping where I wasn't even followed up with after the sale, right? It happens in every part of our life, guys. So in the car purchase, in the second largest car purchase, or the second largest purchase being a car next to a house, let's stand out. Let's do something different. Because if our industry is always going to be evolving and changing, and someday it might not be as it is today, let's do everything we can while it is what it is to do the best possible job we can. All right? So work your list. Take that away from today. Stop sitting out in the cold. Start working the list that already exists and hammer the hell out of it. As always, you can reach me with your comments, concerns, questions, feedback at Sean, SEAN, at Carbiz, CARBIZ, donebetter.com. You can also text or call me directly, and yes, you will get to me when you call this number, 262-278-0157. Other than that, we hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, thank you so much for listening. We look forward to having you come back again.